Hello everyone. We have seen that internal energy of a system can be changed by doing work or heat supplied, right? So first law of thermodynamics is that law which relates internal energy with heat and work. You have studied first law of thermodynamics in your lower classes also. There you have studied it like law of conservation of energy. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can only be transferred from one state to the one form to the or the one form to the other, right? So here we are going to study in detail what is first law of thermodynamics. So in simple words, you have seen it's a law of conservation of energy. And we have studied that internal energy can be changed by two ways. First is by doing work, or supplying heat. And this first law of thermodynamics can be stated as a relation between the work, heat and internal energy. So what can we write here? The first law of thermodynamics states that the energy supplied to a system is used in increasing its internal energy and doing work by the system, right? So it states that energy supplied to a system is used in increasing its internal energy and in doing work by the system on the environment. Mathematically, it can be written as delta Q is equal to delta U plus delta W, where delta Q is the heat supplied to the system, delta U is the change in internal energy, of the system, and delta W is work done by the system on the environment. Now here this work done by the system on the environment can be written as P delta V. We can show this by taking the example of a gas in a cylinder. So the other form of first law can be written as delta Q is equal to delta U plus P delta V. Since delta W can be written as P delta V. Right? So here we need to remember that delta U is what? It is a function of state. It depends, it is path independent. It depends only on initial and the final positions. Delta U is path independent. It is a state variable. What does that mean? State variable means it depends only on the initial and the final positions. That is, depends on initial and final position. But heat depends on path. This is path dependent. And work is also path dependent. But the difference of heat and work is path independent, because we know that here delta Q minus delta W is equal to delta U, and this is path independent, because change in internal energy, and internal energy is path independent, right? Now we can find the formula for the work done when a gas expands in a cylinder. This is the piston. Suppose this is the initial volume when the piston is here, and when it expands, when the gas expands, so this is the total final volume. So this is the final volume. This is initial volume, and here we have this gas at pressure P. So what will be the work done? What is the formula for work done? We know that delta W is equal to force into displacement. Suppose this is the displacement of the piston, and this force is due to the pressure of the gas. So you can write down this force as pressure into area, and this is already outside. This can be written as pressure into area into delta X, right? So this can be clubbed together. A delta X, when this is the area of cross section of the cylinder. So this is A and this is delta X. So A into delta X. So this will be the same area of cross section here. Same area of cross section here. So this can be considered as this case A, and this is delta X. So A into delta X can be written as volume. This will be the change in volume. When this piston moves from here to here, so this will be the change in volume, and this volume can be found by area of base into height. So we can write this as delta W is equal to P delta V. So this is expansion, this is work done by a gas in a cylinder while expanding. As you can say, this work done is positive because V2 is greater than V1. Here delta W is positive. Work done by the system. So this is what? This is expansion case. Why? Because V2 is greater than V1, right? So this was all about the first law of thermodynamics. Hope you understood that. That's all for now. Have a nice day.